Hey guys, the time has finally come and vehicles outside the Model 3 and the Cybertruck is finally going to be getting some proper ambient lighting upgrades. We are not talking about the footwell and the door pocket lights, we are talking about the full ambient lighting system that wraps around the entire car. This is ultimately going to give us a much more premium and luxurious interior than what we have seen in the past. In addition to that, we are getting one of the most anticipated camera upgrades we have seen yet. Starting off, this is part of the efficiency package that was said to go into production earlier this year. It includes some of the major upgrades to drivetrain and battery to overcome some of the recent EPA updates, and alongside this, we are getting some interior upgrades to the Model S and X exclusively, part of this package. The first part of this update had codes referencing to an updated steering wheel or yoke, now bringing back the center horn. This was originally taken away in favor of capacitive buttons, but eventually found to be less convenient than simply having the original method. So now, if you take delivery of a brand new Model S or X, you will be seeing the horn logo in the center portion of your steering wheel, and there you can simply just click onto it. This was honestly expected, as the Model 3 now feels a little bit more premium than its older sibling, and this means that the Model S is due for a very big upgrade. The ambient light here that we are expecting is very similar to the Model 3 and the Cybertruck, where it wraps around the entire cabin, unlike the Model Ys in certain regions where it is simply on the dash. Of course, unlike the title of this video, it's both going to the new Model S's and X's, so both of these vehicles are going to be enjoying some of the more premium and luxurious upgrades that all the rest of the models have been getting slowly on to the production line. Now obviously not everything has been mentioned and not everything has been referenced to, but smaller features that are on the Model 3s and Cybertrucks are likely going to be coming on to the newer vehicles as well. Things such as the blind spot indicator integrated within the speaker grille is likely going to be a feature that's coming on the S and X. Now all this is really awesome, but the most anticipated feature of this entire year has to be the integration of the front bumper camera. Now I wouldn't necessarily call this a front bumper camera upgrade, but it is an upgrade for the entire camera suite. This is the exact same camera we currently see on the Cybertrucks, and it was rumored to be going on to the Model 3 Highlands as well, but that eventually did not happen. So here we are questioning when it's actually going to come on the rest of the models. Now the camera here in question is especially important for many reasons, such as safety and convenience. The most beneficial thing here for the car and for the driver is the additional data that the vehicle is able to collect while on the road. The addition of another viewing angle, especially at the bottom portion, which is a blind spot, is going to enable a lot of feature upgrades through software. This can also greatly improve on the Tesla Vision Park Assist stack that we currently run on our cars right now. I know that version 2 is on the horizon, but with future iterations, it's always going to be better when you do have additional data. At the same time here, for you and I, things are going to be improving through software. We may be getting things such as a bird's eye view and cross traffic alert, as long as we have enough camera in the right placements. Not to mention, with the occupancy network here, it's going to be able to detect smaller objects on the ground and display it on the visualization. This is all part of the Tesla Vision Park Assist, and eventually it's going to lead its way into version 12. Now I would say that the most critical thing about having this front bumper camera, which is currently on the Cybertruck, is the fact that it's going to eventually be used for full self-driving beta. As it currently sits, with the amount of cameras and how it's laid out, it is unable to detect fast-moving cross traffic when you are pushing your way out of a big road. It's also unable to detect vehicles in front of the lead vehicle. This is where you'll see that the previous iterations of hardware with radar is able to do so. Not to say that this additional front bumper camera is going to replace that, but it will be able to detect things way low down, and with simple software optimization, it may be able to detect shadow at the bottom and visualize a car in front of it. All just guesses for now, but I'd say there is a major advantage to having this camera low down on the car, being able to see everything that we are unable to. Then there is also the benefit of redundancy. This is where if your front windshield camera gets blocked or blinded, the bottom camera is able to pull over safely. So yeah, the addition of a front bumper camera is a no-brainer at this point, and it is definitely coming on all models whether you like it or not. There are maybe a few of you worried about dirt or mud covering up that camera being placed so low, but there will be a front bumper washer camera just like it will be for the rear eventually in a future upgrade. So lucky for those that are interested in the Model S and X, starting March 1st, the production line has transitioned over to these newer upgrades, and if you take a delivery sometime after that date, you are pretty much guaranteed to get all of these new changes. Now for those of you that are on the fence of the new Model 3s or Ys, just like I am, it's going to be a matter of days before all of these get implemented into their production line as well. I would say personally, the thing holding me back from buying a brand new Model 3 or Model Y is the inclusion of the front bumper camera, as I do see this being part of the Hardware 5 upgrade. Now we talked about Hardware 5 and how it's going to production and how Tesla is testing these features out right now. If you want to know more about that, I will drop a link in the description below. So yeah, there you have it. We're getting to the point where the interior of all the models are getting unified and looking fairly the same. Although the Model S and X is going to get a touch of more premiumness so it can compete with some of the other luxury brands. And from what we've been seeing lately, it is headed in the right direction. So yeah, there is a lot to talk about and lots I want to share with you this week. So continue to follow with this channel and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Also follow me on X or Twitter at HeyJohnE. Over there you guys can DM me and chat with me anytime. And of course, if you guys want to support the channel, you guys know where to go. This should wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.